It is Christmas. Can you believe it? This year has flown by. It is Christmas time. It's time to get festive. Now, it's such a bittersweet time, I find, because it's a time where we come together with our family for some of us. It's a time where we miss our family for some of us. And some people absolutely despise this time of year. But there is something that is absolutely beautiful about this time of year, and its spirit is super close. Regardless if you believe it or not, they are. So when you take a moment just to feel into your angels, to your guides, to your past loved ones, you will feel super sensitive when you let yourself, because they are super close. Now, the reason they do this is to help us through. They want to be with us while we celebrate, but they also want to be there to support us if it's a hard time for us. I know a lot of people I know set a space on the Christmas table for their past loved ones. Now, I also know, excuse me, that this time of year, some people don't wish to celebrate because they've got loved ones in spirit that aren't here, so they switch off. And I get that. But I invite you as a collective message to make this Christmas a celebration like no other. The last few years has been tough for everybody. We've been in isolation. We've been kept away from people. And now it's time to really come together and say yes. Make this festive season a yes season, where you just put yourself out there and say yes to invites. And if there's no invites coming, make an invite. Don't just sit there thinking that nobody's wanting me there, nobody, getting down and out, because it's very easy to do. It's time for you to start creating your reality, stepping into the new year in that high vibing driver's seat of your life. So let's take a moment and tune into tree 1, 2, or 3 to see which one is calling you. And I'm going to bring all our beautiful spirit team close to see what messages they want to give you. Now, don't forget, I also give out a free reading once a month. So listen to the end to see how you can enter for the December draw. Oh, one more thing I want to share. I also have beautiful gift vouchers. So send me a message if you would like me to get you a gift voucher for any family, friends, or any gifts coming up. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It could simply be a birthday coming up in the new year. So let me know if you want me to pop one in the post, or I can email it to you. Let's get started. Okay, Christmas tree 1. What I do is I go to each image and I sit with it and I just let the energy of that image come to me. So when you intuitively go for Christmas tree 1, the energy that I'm picking up with is a bit of a whirlwind. I feel as though you've got a lot going on, much too much. So this message that I feel here is I want to just say it's time to maybe just nurture yourself a little bit better leading up to Christmas, because I don't want you to get there and feel a little bit diminished. And it's interesting, I was talking to one of my beautiful soul sisters yesterday about how we both agree that come Christmas Day, it's like the lead up's been so exciting, and you get there and there's a bit of a, and it's all about Christmas Day, so they say. But I want you to enjoy the moment. It's all the little moments along the way. It's not just Christmas Day. And I feel as though there's a bit of a, and I know in my intro I said the word bittersweet. I feel like there's a bittersweet thing here. It's like you love it, but you're finding it hard to enjoy it. You love it, but you're finding it hard to enjoy it. So it's a little bit chaotic in this energy, I feel. And I feel as though it's time that you just stop and just enjoy the moments, like when you're at the cash register purchasing something. Connect with that person serving you, because they run off their feet, or you don't know what happened to them before they got there, or what's going on in their life. We never know what's going on in people's lives. And it's almost like this reading is about you savoring the moments, building those relationships with the workers that are serving you. because there's going to be a lot of messages you get from Spirit through this time. And it's almost as if you've been waiting to get some guidance, and you're like on roller skates. You're going boom, straight past all these little opportunities. And it can be just with that one person that serves you, where you stop and you say, thank you so much for your time. Oh, that's a nice necklace. Tell me about it. They're going to go, what? Tell you about my necklace? Oh, well, you know, I was at a festival and I got it. My grandma gave it to me. Oh, this is, I don't know, it's just something I like to wear. Or these conversations can lead to different topics. You know, you may very well have a big line behind you and it's not appropriate, and you might just say, thank you so much. You've been delightful. Thanks for your help. I can see how hard you work. I love your necklace, whatever. Or it can be that you've got that opportunity where you can just ask one simple question, because I tell you now, everybody's favourite topic is themselves, even if they don't agree. Because when you start taking the time and slowing down and having those moments, you're going to be filling your heart space with love and joy. They say this is a joyful time, but I feel as though up until now you're taking the joy out of it purely because you've got too many things going on. You've got your eye on everything. Your eye on everything and everyone. All right, let's get some cards. Oh, I feel like a sigh of relief. Like it's like you're like going, thank I'm allowed to slow down and enjoy this. You see, I smashed out all my Christmas presents last week, and I thought I'll do it before December starts, or, you know, the start of December. And I thought, yeah, I'll get on top of it, but I burned myself out doing it. So it's like now I'm going to have to take a week to get back to feeling myself. So just be very careful with the balance. We get the release card for you. I want to read this one. Where's my glasses? Endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release situations or people that hold you back, spiritual transformation. So this is you at the moment. You're realizing that there's just too much going on, and you need to, you know what, you can literally choose to say no to, I mean, like at the start I'm going to say yes, 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 and I know that. It's a yes for the celebrations, but you've got to be in control of where you put your energy, because you've got your eyes on too many things. So there's a few things here that just need to go. They absolutely need to go. Now, what stands out to me are these two beautiful castles, however you might pronounce it. That's option one, that's option two. They look very similar. They actually looked identical. But it's up to you what happens here. You've got two... You're right. Just having a good look at this card, because there's a lot of things that are showing. It's interesting. So they look identical. Now, if you see his hands, that one's within reach and that one's still a stretch. That one's that one's here and that one's within a stretch. So you've got two ways you can go. One's going to be a little bit harder, but it's going to be worth it. And one you've already got, so you could be grateful for it. Now, these are your perceptions, absolutely your perception. You can feel as if everything's too hard and it's all not going well, it's not going your way, or you can see it as a learning curve. You can absolutely see that it's happening for you, not to you. Now, the same person I was talking about before, when we were chatting, she's actually had her social media ripped from underneath her Instagram and her Facebook, her whole business, 17 years, memories of the kids growing up, everything. And part of her is devastated, but the other part is hopeful that she doesn't have to rely on that social media. How much time is it taking? And everything's changing. It's been whipped from beneath her. And I feel that you're very similar. You've got too much going on. And if you were to release some of that, and if you let go of some of that, you may very well have some more time to spend on yourself, and you might not know what to do with that. And you might get anxiety in the stillness. But you may be addicted to helping others, to doing that. But any addiction is a suppressant of an anxiety. So as I go deeper into your reading, I'm feeling like there's this anxiety that you're running from, which you're not taking into the new year, because you're going to really go and streamline everything now. You're going to realize that this chaos, whatever's been hectic, all these things that you got your eye on, it's just too much. You cannot continue to do this anymore. So things are going to absolutely just be ripped from you, like your platform, like your social media, like that, like it may be a job potentially that you're working in, and you enjoying your job, and then next thing your role changes, and then you're thinking, hang on a minute, why is my role changing when I was doing that? But then you realize you didn't actually want that role anymore. You didn't want to be bombarded by social media anymore. I had a client a couple of years back, and it was interesting because she was all like, my husband left me. And she was in this victim mentality that he left her. And when I tuned into her, I said to her, well, no, you left him about a year ago. I can feel it. So him walking out was just a mirror of her thoughts, what she actually wanted. But then when she realized that she actually had created or played her part in that, everything changed. So you've got two perceptions here. You can look at it as if everything's being ripped away, or it's clearing way for a new start. Because I know whatever's going on here, you're getting hectic, you're getting anxious, there's too much going on. You're going to have to start clearing this out, because your angels are coming here close, very close, to say it's cleanup time. It's cleanup time. And that means a little bit of downtime, a little bit of letting go of things that you hold so tightly. Because discontent is no more for you. This is absolutely no more. Because you are a hard worker. You get shit done. And it's time that you realize what it is you want, so that you can create that without things happening around you that are out of your control. So then you realize that you actually created that, like almost from the back door, where you can actually be in the driver's seat and do it yourself. So the universe doesn't have to take it from you. Feels a little bit cryptic today, doesn't it? A little bit cryptic. But it's time that you realize that whatever's happening is for you. Now it's time that you slow it down. Absolutely slow it down. Take things out that no longer serve you. And have the best Christmas ever. And enjoy the moments, because the moments are all yours, my darling. And that is for our Christmas tree number 1. All right, Christmas tree number 2. Mate, you are shooting. It's like you're a shooting star at the moment. This energy, I tune in and I just go, whoa, I'm going a million miles an hour, but I am like literally feeling really enlightened with you, really on track. It feels as though you've tied up loose ends coming into Christmas. You've spoken your truth. It really feels like you have. And it's like, I don't feel heavy. I don't feel like there's anything that I'm regretting. Now, see, regret's interesting, because when we regret things, it's like we would go back and change it. But I don't feel that. I feel as though you're owning your part that you've played in the year gone. And moving into Christmas, you're actually quite content and satisfied that you've done everything you could, and you wouldn't go back and change it. It's like, it is what it is, and it happened for a reason, and all these things. Now, I feel as though you're working really hard on your spiritual connection. You're coming from a place of understanding and compassion. So I wouldn't be surprised if you personally have recently met Reiki or developed your level 1, or you've gone up to 2 or masters even, and you're sharing it. Like, there's got to be something here that you've transitioned. You've done a transition just recently energetically. And I can feel that because you're coming from a place of compassion and you're not letting the small things bother you. Oh, it's delicious. I love this energy. You know, it's funny. Each week I record these videos, and then on Sunday when they come out at 3:33, I literally go and watch them, and I pick a tree, and it's like I've never heard it before because I'm channeling, and it's like this energy. I'm like, I hope I pick 2, but yeah, I won't remember that. Anyway, let's keep going with you. What have we got here? All right, I need my reading glasses. You've got this beautiful card here. Have a look at that pillar of strength. That is you, my friend. And you've got the coins as well. So I know that you're really, you've got some savings, or you put enough money away to, purchase something special for yourself or someone. I just feel very accomplished in this energy. And it says financial security for yourself and your family. Inheritance or retirement, peace and contentment in life. Honouring family traditions, pride in the family tree, and passing on knowledge. I just really feel like this Christmas is going to be a little bit more special than usual. A little more special than usual. And I feel it's though just purely because how you feel about yourself. It's not like you'll feel like you're getting extra love or anything like that, but you're letting it in. So it's always been there, but you're actually being more receptive to whatever this Christmas is. So you may very well have had, general reading, take what resonates, don't forget, but you may well have had some bad memories around Christmas. You may have lost someone around Christmas, or something where Christmas has been not what everybody makes out. You know, it hasn't been that special time of year for you in the past, but this year you are owning this celebration. You are owning this. And, it might come down to, some of you might feel as though there's, you don't want to be around people or your family, and you're actually going out there to work at a fundraiser or work, with homeless people. Like, there's some type of love that this Christmas is bringing you that's going to be different from any other. And you're going to realize that the people that are around you want to be around you, and you want to be around them. There's just a shift, an absolute shift that has taken place for you, which is absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving that you're just really content in your energy. Now, we're all human. We all have the negative thoughts, and we all go on little tangents from time to time, but you're being able to pull yourself back. You've got like a safe word when you see yourself or feel yourself spiraling. You might say, stop, clear, cancel, light and love, pull up, or you say something that's just stops you in your tracks to get back on track. And it's beautiful. You got the balance card. You've absolutely created balance. Your mindset has just put things into perspective for you. Now, if this isn't you, if you feel like, no, I've got so much work to do, I want you to just stop and say, actually, it is you, because you've come so far. Yes, we've always got a little bit more work to do, but you've come so far. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if you also have a Libran that's around you at the moment that's giving you, Virgo or Libran, that's bringing a little bit of balance to you at the moment. This may very well be you or someone around you, but look, there's some gifts of love. Like, there's a two-way energy going on with you this Christmas. You are more than happy to give, but you're also happy to receive, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I really feel like this is different. This is absolutely different to what you usually have. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe you've got family from overseas that are coming over, or people that you haven't met before and you're clicking with them like you've known them forever. Like, there's a real soul connection coming up for you. And it's not only Christmas, it's the absolute festive season leading into the new year. And I'll bring January, the month of January, and even halfway into Feb. So there's different things happening. I want you to really let that flow. I want to get a different deck of cards for you because I'm getting on a bit of a roll here. Energy healings are really special too. I feel like you might be getting some new crystals or working with crystal grids or vision boards. Like you're really opening up to all possibilities for you going into the new year as well. This one, thank you. All right, this is the teacher. This is interesting. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine mission. Akasha. This is Akasha. Now, the vibe you've created, the clarity that you've allowed, this is contagious. People are going to be wanting to be around you and they just want to sit with you. So don't feel as though you need to have the solutions, have the answers for people. They may come to you and half the time they just want to talk and you just hold space. And it's your energy that they're going to be really drawn to. So let them. Don't try to come out with answers unless they're asking for them. But sometimes when people ask me for my advice, I say, well, what do you think? And give them prompting questions. So I'm actually helping them find the answer because we've all got the answers within us. We all do. It's just a matter of guiding them for that. So don't try to answer their questions for them. But if they desperately want it, give them 3 solutions and say, well, you could do this or you could do that and you could do this. But knowing you, I feel like you'd be more inclined to look at this or that. And just not black and white. Don't be black and white. It's more like giving people the space to open and expand like you've been doing recently, because your expansion has gone next level and people are going to want a piece of that. And that's definitely what's coming up for you. Spirit saying that thank you for trusting them to help you trust yourself. How's that? Spirit saying thank you for trusting them for helping you to trust yourself. You've got a real tight relationship with Spirit now. Time to really grasp onto that, enhance it, expect it, and develop it. So you can even go the next step. If you're not already in a spiritual circle or sharing a spiritual circle, it's time, because your vibration is very much needed in this world right now. Very much needed. And sure, you can just keep going on with what you're doing because you're good at it and your vibration is enough. But there's more. There's absolutely more that you can share with people. Be open to what that looks like. This one. No more despair. You like to take away people's despair. You like to take it on. So in whatever you choose to do next, you don't have to take people's despair away. You just give them love. Give them love. Okay? Don't take it on anymore. That's not, and it's nature spirits. So it's really being around nature as well. I wonder if Christmas is going to bring you nice weather to sit under a tree and be on the grass, that type of thing. Picnics, even if it's at home, picnic in the backyard, that type of thing. But I know that your energy is, woo, it's bloody beautiful. Keep it up. Keep it up. And know your downtime. Know when you just got to stop and breathe, okay? Because you can't be on always. And you don't want to be holding space always because you've got to do it for yourself. But Spirit says, thank you for trusting them because now you trust yourself. And that, my darling, is your reading. Yay! I want to give you a big clap because that's huge. That's huge. And if you still feel like this isn't resonating, I want you to sit with it because it's your reading, because you intuitively picked number 2. And that, my darling, is your reading. All right, reading number 3. When I go into this energy, I feel as though you've been hiding a little bit. Hiding. What are you hiding from? What are you hiding from? Now, Spirit's not showing me this. This is a general reading, but there's something you're hiding from. You may be hiding from facing up to your talents. You may be hiding from the truth. You might be hiding a secret. Or you may very well be planning on, exiting a role at work and you're waiting for the divine timing to share. Now, I don't think hiding is I don't think it's like premeditated or anything bad like that. It's just like it's time spirit saying that it's almost like to say expose yourself. And I'm saying that as in whatever words you have to speak. Let people see who you truly are. It's interesting the amount of people that come to me for readings or for classes and say that nobody knows that I'm doing this because this is for me, which I get at the start of your journey. But it's almost like you're avoiding ridicule or judgment by not being yourself. So you're being what you think they can handle. Now, Christmas is a beautiful time for you because it's going to help you literally speak your mind, be yourself. And when we speak our truth, all it needs to be is from our heart. That's all. It just needs to be from our heart. So it's kind. It's not like trying to prove yourself or making people look silly and saying that they're wrong or whatever it might be. It's more so just letting yourself be fluid with whoever you might be. You might, or whoever you are becoming. How very interesting. It's honestly like people don't know who you truly are just yet. Let's get some cards. Let's get some cards and see what spirit is wanting to say. The Hermit. So something you've been holding tightly. And it says, time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. I feel like you've done this already. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor, self-discovery. Yeah. So check this out. See, there's the love. That's your truth just needs to come from your heart. And there's the fire right there. Now, I find that it's interesting how the fire's outside. Now, it's just a matter of putting that fire in your belly to give you that passion and that strength. I just keep getting expose yourself, and it's not in a silly way, not in a ridiculous way. It's literally just being you, absolutely being you. There has been a reason why you feel this way. There has been judgment. There has been ridicule. And it's interesting because, I talk to dead people for a living. And there's no way known that I would have conversations with just anyone about that because I have a respect for myself, for my job and for spirit. So I am very far from being in the convincing game. But I'm always up for a debate. Always up for a debate, but not of argument. They're two different things. And I know who to spend my time with when having those conversations. I won't have that with just anyone. And, there's people that are skeptical. And, we've all got to be skeptical to a certain degree, but not to the point where we believe nothing. And I remember years ago, someone said to me that they don't trust anyone until they give them a reason to trust them. And that was over maybe 15 years ago. And it really broke my heart because I said, well, I trust everyone until they give me a reason not to. That was back then. But now I understand what he was saying. And I feel a healthy amount of skepticism or doubt in everything. But I also have the equal amount of hope and excitement with everything as well. So it's time that you really trust into your gut and use that intuition. Once you get up in your head, you're going to just go to your past stories and how you were ridiculed or how you were not supported and all that. And it's right, but it's very much, it's gone. It's no longer unless you keep feeding it. And then you just keep creating the same scenario saying, I knew I shouldn't have trusted you. I knew I shouldn't have told you that. So you're sort of setting yourself up. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy when you're at a point where you're, so scared of the worst case scenario and then creating it purely because you're so freaking powerful and you were focusing on it so hard that you actually got it. So imagine if you were that powerful, which you are, and start focusing on what you actually truly want, because you've been hiding too much. And I don't want this to manifest into anything it doesn't need to, like a physical ailment. It's not required, because it's time, you beauty, that you own the hell out of who you are. Know who to speak to about your topics, because it may not very well be your partner, your parents, your children, your friends. It may very well be just a complete separate circle of friends. And when I say circle, it could be that you sit in a circle, that you hold a circle, that you go to meet up. And, there's plenty of things that I don't discuss with my husband because he's not on the same page as a lot of things that I believe. But it doesn't mean I love him any less. It just means I know what to talk to him about. And some people go, oh gosh, I can't be in a relationship if my partner's not on the same page as me. It's like, well, there's plenty of pages in a book. Doesn't have to be. Imagine he believed everything I believed and I didn't have anything to be challenged with. Boring. But we have love and respect, and it's truth, and it's from our heart. And that's what I encourage with you, because you are ready to just expand from heart, throat. This is a spiritual expansion, not so much physical. So when we work with our energy centers, our chakras, we've got our base chakra, sacral, solar plexus. They're our physical. Then we get to our heart, where our physical meets our spiritual. And then our throat, third eye, and crown chakra are all about spiritual. And this is where you're expanding from your heart space. Boom! And it's going upward, because you're ready to speak your truth. You're ready to step into your power and be you. That's where I feel like the shift is happening for you. Speak with your angels. Ask them for guidance. Ask them for strength. Ask them for clues when it's divine timing for you to speak. Ask them for clues if they're the right people to talk to, because you don't want to be there. Look at this. A happy okay, I'm going to get me glasses. Let's see what this says. A happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. The movement will usher in positive energy. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be a home or a workplace, but it's that, that group of people that you're going to find. And I feel like it's a group. I don't feel like it's just one person. I feel like it's a real posse, a circle. And it's new and uplifting. And it's interesting, right? Because I feel like for some of you that you may very well have a friendship circle, but then you start branching out because you're expanding. And this friendship circle here will start saying, well, where have you been? What are you doing? And, what, don't you want to hang out with me anymore? And that type of behavior. And you simply say, well, this is what I'm doing. You're welcome to come. And don't be surprised if a couple of them do. A couple of them do. And they may not come to your circle, so to speak, but they'll look for their own, because you're up-leveling. You're up-leveling, my darling. And people are going to want to come with you, but people will also want to pull you down because you're a threat to them. It's just an energetic thing that humans do. But ultimately, you stick with your truth. You expose the secrets of who you've been, of who you are and what you've been holding to yourself. And you'll find that people will eventually catch up. The ones that are meant to anyway. And let me get you a final card. It's a risk. You got the risk card. Your joy guides. You've got to take risks to find the joy to open that heart space of yours, my darling. And yeah, this is a big risk because you don't know what it's going to play out like. You don't know who you're going to lose. But the only person you need to really focus on is don't lose yourself. And without the risk, that's what you've been doing. No more for you, my darling. You've got the power, you've got the strength, you've got the guides. Oh, it's a beautiful time. I'm so excited for you. And that, my darling, is your reading for your Christmas messages for Christmas tree number 3. Now, don't forget to enter the December competition for a free reading with me. And I want you to write in the comments, all I want for Christmas is, and share with us what it is that you want for Christmas. Truly, truly, truly want for Christmas. And you will go into the draw for the December free reading. Have a beautiful week, my darlings. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and all those YouTube algorithm things. And take it easy. Be kind to others, but do not forget to especially be kind to yourself, because you, my darling, are the one and only you. Peace out.